Picture walking into a room that's tidy, well-lit, and meticulously clean. Yet there's a faint musty or grassy scent in the air, something you can't quite name. It's not overwhelming, but it's distinct. Now, imagine it's the home of your beloved grandmother or a senior living community. You might even feel guilty noticing it, as if pointing it out could hurt someone's feelings. But you're not alone in sensing it. The phenomenon is recognized globally, with the Japanese calling it karishu. For decades, society has whispered about old people's smell, often pairing it with ideas of poor hygiene. But what if I told you that is a misconception? In truth, this subtle odor emerges from natural changes in our bodies, nothing to do with being unclean. The real culprit? A compound called nonenal that increases as we age, thanks to shifting hormones and how our skin's chemistry evolves over time. In this video, we'll pull back the curtain on this misunderstood topic. We'll cover why seniors can develop a unique scent, how nonenal forms, and ways older adults, and those who love them, can gently manage the odor. We'll also share a heartfelt story of someone who wrestled with embarrassment, found simple solutions, and regained confidence. Whether you're a grandchild worried about approaching this sensitive subject or a senior wanting to stay fresh without harsh products, this conversation is for you. If you've ever felt uneasy discussing this delicate topic, like or share this video to help break the taboo. Let's face the facts with empathy, honesty, and a bit of good science. Who stands to benefit from understanding the unpleasant odor often associated with older adults? Older adults. If you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or even 90s, you might have noticed a shift in how your skin or clothing smells, sometimes others notice before you do. You may worry it's a sign of bad hygiene or failing health. Rest assured, you're not alone. It's a naturally occurring phenomenon, and we'll delve into easy ways to address it. Family members and caregivers, maybe you visited a loved one and sensed a faint musty odor. You love them dearly, but you're unsure how to mention it without hurting feelings. This video can help you approach the subject gently and responsibly, with real solutions that respect your relative's dignity. Healthcare and senior living staff. For professionals working in nursing homes or retirement communities, understanding the science behind older adult odor can help maintain welcoming, odor-free environments, and do so without relying on chemicals or strong fragrances that can irritate sensitive older skin. Finally, if you're simply curious about why age changes body chemistry, you'll find clarity here, too. We'll break the stigma. This odor is rarely about uncleanliness and more about normal bodily changes. By the end, you'll have the know-how to foster comfort, health, and better conversations, no matter your role. If any of that resonates, drop a "yes, that's me" in the comments or simply leave a supportive thought. Let's build understanding and solutions, together. Let's get to the heart of this. Scientists have discovered that the so-called old people smell often links to a molecule called nonenal, sometimes referred to as 2-nonenal. Studies suggest that around age 40, our bodies begin producing more of this compound because of shifts in hormone levels and decreased antioxidant defenses. How does it work? As we age, the skin's natural oils, particularly omega-7 unsaturated fatty acids, break down, oxidize. This oxidation process releases nonenal. While younger individuals also produce body odors, the specific kind of oily, faintly grassy, or musty scent from nonenal is unique to older age. Because nonenal isn't water-soluble, it clings stubbornly to the skin and clothing, meaning even through bathing may not always remove every trace. If you're worried about whether it's offensive, you might be relieved to learn that research has found it's usually milder than typical sweat-based body odor. Many older adults are entirely unaware of it, because we often adapt to our own scents and can no longer detect them. The potential confusion arises when visitors or younger family members pick up on a smell they can't quite place. Another factor can be less frequent sweating or dryness of skin as we age, ironically letting nonenal linger. Hormonal changes also shift the proportion of skin lipids, adding to that effect. Combine that with a slower metabolism for clearing toxins, and the mild, senior odor emerges. But let's be clear, this isn't uncleanliness or a health crisis. It's your body's normal, chemistry-based story. And, as we'll soon discuss, there are gentle ways to manage it while staying proud of who we are. Type curious if you've heard of Nonenal before or if this is new information to you. It might spark a great community conversation. Meet Marilyn, a vibrant 72-year-old who adores hosting weekend lunches for her grandchildren. She's tidy, quite fashionable, and always up for friendly chats. But one day, after lunch, Marilyn's daughter quietly pulled her aside, saying, "Mom, I notice a faint, musty smell around the house. Are you okay? Please don't take this the wrong way." At first, Marilyn felt embarrassed. She showered daily, used mild soap, laundered regularly, so how could she smell off? She worried about how long others had noticed. Was she losing her sense of cleanliness? She confided in a friend who'd also experienced the same situation. That friend mentioned seeing a TV segment on older adult odor and the role of Nonenal. Intrigued, Marilyn researched more. She learned about age-related changes in skin oils, discovered that standard soap might not break down Nonenal effectively, and realized her hormones were shifting. She also found out that older adults might have dryness or less sweat, ironically letting the odor cling longer. Taking small steps, Marilyn tried specialized mild cleansers, aired out her home daily, switched to bedding known for better ventilation, and found that gently exfoliating once a week helped. She drank more water, too. Within weeks, she felt more at ease. The subtle odor didn't vanish entirely, some days it was still there, but it no longer built up. More importantly, she regained the confidence to have her grandchildren over without second thoughts. Marilyn's story reminds us, self-consciousness can happen to anyone, but so can improvement. Next, we'll talk about specific tips so you can follow a similar, uplifting path. A big step in taming that musty odor is a strategic but gentle bathing routine. Some older folks already shower daily, but the trick is focusing on problem areas in a way that addresses Nonenal properly. Let's call it the triple S approach: scalp, skin folds, and sweaty spots. Scalp: many seniors do a quick rinse, but oil and Nonenal can concentrate on the scalp, especially if hair is worn short or not shampooed thoroughly. Use your fingertips in a circular motion, not just nails, to gently remove oils. Avoid extremely hot water, it strips natural moisture from hair and skin. Skin folds: places like under the arms, below the breasts, behind knees, or around the groin are prime spots for odor-causing compounds to linger. Pat them gently with a mild soap or cleanser designed for older skin, being sure to rinse thoroughly. This helps remove residual fatty acids. Sweaty spots: even if seniors sweat less overall, the sweat that does appear can trap Nonenal. Palms, feet, and spaces between toes can store smells, especially the feet if they're in socks and shoes all day. A quick scrub with mild soap plus warm water can do wonders. After washing, consider an unscented or lightly scented moisturizer to keep dryness at bay. The key is gentle consistency. Some older folks find beneficial results from a specialized body wash containing persimmon or green tea extracts, rumored to break down Nonenal, though anecdotal evidence is mixed. Nevertheless, if it's mild and suits your skin, it might be worth a try. As Marilyn discovered, these small tweaks can yield big changes in confidence over time. Comment: "I'm trying the triple S," if you plan to refresh your bathing routine with these steps. Let's see who's on board. Beyond bathing, how we live day to day plays a big role in odor management. Let's highlight a few key lifestyle changes often recommended by experts. Hydration: drinking water helps flush waste and balance bodily fluids. While coffee or tea might be your morning must-have, plain water, or lightly infused water, remains crucial for seniors. Start your day with a glass of warm water, keep a refillable bottle close by, and aim for 6 to 8 cups daily if possible. Balanced diet: fruits and vegetables loaded with antioxidants, like berries, apples, tomatoes, or leafy greens, can reduce the oxidative stress that leads to Nonenal buildup. Meanwhile, limiting processed foods or those with strong artificial flavors might keep your system cleaner. Some anecdotal claims suggest that persimmon fruit or extracts may help neutralize or reduce that musty compound, worth a try if easily available and you enjoy the taste. Light sun exposure, a quick 10 to 15 minute soak of mild sunlight, morning or late afternoon, can have an antibacterial effect on the skin. Just be cautious about overexposure. Stress management. Chronic stress can shift hormone balances, which may exacerbate odor. Gentle walks, yoga, or mindful breathing are known to help seniors relax, and might keep the body's chemical processes steadier. By adopting these subtle but consistent changes, you're essentially tackling odor from the inside out. Pair them with the Triple S approach, and your environment stands a good chance of staying fresh. If you have a favorite fruit or veggie that keeps you feeling refreshed, share in the comments. Maybe you'll inspire someone else's next grocery list. Imagine you do everything right personally, regular showers, mindful eating, yet you still pick up a faint mustiness each time you enter the living room or bedroom. That's where environment and clothing solutions come in. Ventilation. Stale air magnifies subtle odors, so open windows for 10 to 15 minutes each morning and/or late afternoon. A cross breeze can whisk away the leftover compounds that accumulate overnight. Fans or air purifiers also help keep the air circulating. Some seniors place bowls of baking soda or charcoal in corners of the room to absorb any residual dampness or odors. Clothes and bedding. Nonenal attaches to fabrics easily, and typical detergents might not fully remove it, particularly if you use only cold water. Consider using a stronger detergent or a specialized laundry booster that breaks down oils. Washing clothes and bedding more frequently is wise, pillowcases especially, since the scalp can deposit oils while sleeping. For daily wear, choose breathable, natural fabrics like cotton or linen. They reduce sweating buildup and friction. Synthetic materials may trap odors, so if you prefer them for style or fit, ensure you wash them thoroughly. And if possible, hang clothes in direct sunlight occasionally, as UV rays can kill certain bacteria. By paying attention to these external factors, you're addressing the second half of the odor equation. Coupled with personal care, it's a holistic approach. This synergy is exactly how Marilyn overcame her embarrassment, by not just adjusting her wash routine but also refreshing her home environment regularly. Ever tried sun-drying clothes or adding baking soda for odor control? Let me know if that's your go-to trick in the comments. Interestingly, this issue isn't just local, cultures worldwide have recognized a senior scent. Japanese society even coined the word karishu for it and developed specialized soaps or air fresheners. Some well-known Japanese figures, including older TV personalities, openly discuss how they manage the smell by wearing cotton and airing their studios daily. Closer to home, we've seen celebrities from the West acknowledge changes in their personal aroma as they age, though most keep it private. For instance, a well-known talk show host once joked on air that her grandmother's house always had a sweet old lady smell. But in the same breath, she praised her grandmother's daily time-infused wash routine that seemed to keep it mild. The bottom line? This phenomenon transcends race, region, or social status. Whether you're an A-list actor or a beloved grandparent, skin chemistry doesn't discriminate. The big difference is how we react. Do we hide or mask it aggressively, do we ignore it altogether, or do we calmly adopt slight shifts to keep it under control? The best approach is the latter, a modest, consistent routine, acceptance of natural aging, and a dash of compassion. Cultures worldwide, from Japan to Europe to the Americas, confirm that strong, abrasive methods rarely fix the underlying factors. Instead, mild solutions and a healthy lifestyle build the best outcome for our bodies, and our peace of mind. If you know any cultural wisdom on the topic, like a family tradition or a country's special remedy, comment below. Let's learn from diverse experiences. We've explored practical steps, but there's one piece we can't ignore, addressing the smell with the older adult in question. Approaching the topic takes sensitivity, nobody wants to feel singled out or humiliated. If you're a family member or caretaker who notices this mild scent, consider these communication tips. Positive framing: instead of saying, "You smell bad," mention the science. For example, "Mom, I read about how older skin produces Nonenal, so I found gentle ways that might help. Want to see if they work?" Collaborative tone: offer to assist, help check laundry routines, buy mild soaps, or open windows together. The older adult feels your support, not your judgment. Respect personal choices: if they say, "No thanks, I'm comfortable with my routine," accept that up to a point. However, if it affects their social interactions, gently reintroduce the topic later. For older adults, if someone approaches you about it, realize that odor is just a chemical byproduct of aging, not a reflection of your cleanliness or identity. Some might be self-conscious, but remember, you can integrate small lifestyle adjustments without losing your sense of self. Ultimately, good communication fosters trust, so the focus remains on well-being, not shame. People with grown children or grandkids especially want to keep their homes welcoming. Understanding the root cause helps everyone have open, constructive discussions. Compassion is key: from caretaker to senior, a little empathy on both sides keeps the conversation calm and fruitful. If you've had a tricky conversation about body odor with an older family member or friend, share how you approached it. Your story might help others handle it kindly. We've covered a topic that many tiptoe around: the unpleasant odor specific to seniors, often misunderstood as poor hygiene but rooted in natural body chemistry. It's time we free ourselves from the stigma. Key takeaway: Nonenal, sometimes spelled as 2-Nonenal, is the primary driver behind that unique, musty, or grassy odor. Starting around age 40, our bodies ramp up production of certain fatty acids, and as hormone balances shift, these compounds oxidize on the skin. The result is a mild but persistent scent that can cling to clothes and bedding. The odor, while real, is typically milder than many people assume. Studies show that seniors' body odor is often less intense than typical sweat-based smells from younger folks. In simpler terms, that old person smell is just part of life's changes. And that's okay. Everyone ages. Everyone's body evolves. No shame in that. The solutions revolve around gentle improvements, consistent but careful bathing, remember the triple S approach, airing out living spaces, laundering clothes more frequently with potentially stronger or specialized detergents, staying hydrated, trying mild dietary tweaks, and practicing acceptance. We see from case stories like Marilyn or the glimpses from older celebrities that managing the odor is fully possible, and they remain comfortable socializing with family and friends. If you or someone you love is grappling with the stress of this phenomenon, let these insights remind you: there's no cause for embarrassment. A natural part of aging can be addressed with kind, practical efforts. If today's video broadened your perspective or gave you peace of mind, please hit that like button, consider sharing it with a friend who might be worried about a similar issue, and subscribe to join our supportive community. Let's walk forward in knowledge and respect, celebrating older adults for who they are, unique sense and all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, continue cherishing every stage of life's journey, and do so comfortably and confidently. Share your main takeaway below. Was there one tip or fact that stood out? Let's see what resonates most with our amazing viewers.